I am the president of Global Pulse Confederation, Huseyin Arslan. I am in the pulse business since I am born, but professionally I am doing this business more than 35 years now. After graduating from university, it became a full-time. Before that, it was a family business and part-time business, so I was always involved in the business. This helps you a lot when you start the business after the school study. First thing we did is the International Year of Pulses 2016, which has to be celebrated in worldwide and to increase the awareness. This was a lifetime opportunity because this is the first and it will never happen again. IYP 2016 was very important activities, and I believe we did successfully, and we reached hundreds of millions of people through this media. After that, after the celebration, the target was to continue this process, to increase the awareness, because one time in a history may fade it away in the future. So what we did as an executive committee, we decided to pursue World Pulse Day. World Pulse Day is an important day for all our industry. This will eventually bring opportunity to the awareness, and everybody at least once a year will talk about pulses, even if it is not part of our industry. So that's a big achievement, and the confirmation of this by the United Nations also gives the importance of this crop to everybody on this planet. Another achievement, I believe, is the most important one, is the introduction of the Global Pulse Contract, GPC Pulse Contract. GPC Pulse Contract is the new version of the GAFTA contract. With the work with the committee members of more than 15 people, every week we made meetings on teleconferences to make a new contract for our industry. This is very important because this brought an opportunity to industry to understand and to decide about destiny for themselves. The previous contract had some flaws in the system which our industry wasn't happy about it, and they raised the concern, and as an apex body of the pulse industry, we said we have to do something to change it, and we did. I am glad that now it is enforced and used. Another important thing is the Colombo Accord. Colombo Accord is bringing a fair trade, clear trade, and also brings an opportunity to scientific-based phytosanitary arrangements. I believe Colombo Accord will be representing future of trade of our business. Another great achievement is what we did for our industry is to bring all the associations, possible associations in the world under the umbrella of the Global Pulse Confederation, because national associations are important part of our business, because they are bringing local power, local energy, because more strong association, GPC will be much more stronger. The most important thing to be GPC President, you are representing whole industry. And also the companies that I am the chairman is also representing whole industry almost, because we have widespread of investment from Australia to United States and Canada and Turkey and South Africa, and also part of the Europe. So this also brings me to support the industry, and industry problem actually is our company's problem. As long as you solve the problems of the industry, you also solve the problems of your industry and also your company's problem that happens. I believe what we should do is always look for the interest of the industry, and that's why being a president of the GPC helped a lot in solving the issues and solving the problem of industry. The significant trends in pulse industry today is the awareness are much more important than, much more higher than before. Before, when I became a president, I said pulse crop will not be an orphan crop anymore because the investments and the expenses and for the development of the seed and investments in the industry was very low by the governments and by the United Nations or other NGOs. So that is one of the important things that we had to consider at the beginning. So no more orphan boy. The pulse crop is no more orphan boy. And with developing our contract with Colombo Accord and the announcement of World Pulse Day, bring us a lot of opportunities. These opportunities is very important. I think we should continue to pursue these opportunities and to follow all these leads. Like the trends in pulses is, we can give an example like hummus in United States. It boomed. I mean, the consumption of hummus increased a lot in United States. This also traditional way of consumption of the pulse is also increasing worldwide. But one of the important things is that these are all traditional way of consuming the pulses. And there are always certain limits. Like for North European citizens, they consume less pulses. Whereas in Middle East and Asia, the consumption is higher. So another opportunity is the new way of pulse consumption is, I think, is going to be use of pulse protein, starch and fiber in a different product. Like let's say for the pasta, we see more like pulse pastas, like lentil pasta, chickpeas pasta in the market, or also mix of lentil and mix of chickpeas pasta in the market. So these are the new trends I believe is going on, and as a company also we are following these trends. Growth of pulse ingredient segment is important in several ways. So this is a non-traditional way of consumption. When we mean non-traditional way of consumption, from the pulses you can get pulse protein, starch and fiber. And there are different ways of using every one of this. Like pulse protein, they are using mostly on energy bars. Like when you go to the gyms, when you have an energy bar, when you flip back, you will see that on the package it is written pea protein or vegetable protein is stated there. So this is one of the way of consumption. When you go to China, they are producing most of the vermicelli noodles from the starch. So this starch is coming also again from the yellow peas, and this is an important way of consumption. And the fiber too, the fiber is important part of the consumption, especially in Europe. The use of pulse fiber is increased a lot. So these are the new opportunities. I believe this will bring a lot of opportunity to the pulse market, and also like China is buying 1 million tons of yellow peas for this purpose. I believe this number will increase. My assumption is that at least last 1 year, 1.5 to 2 million tons of pulses are used just to consume non-traditional way. Challenges for industry are the government restrictions and imposing non-scientific based, non-technical based restrictions on phytosanitary requirements. So these are the challenges we are facing, and as much as pulse get important, government eyes will be very much on the pulses, and they would like to bring some restrictions either on import or in export or in other ways of restrictions they will try to bring. I believe Colombo Accord is one of the milestones that as GPC we put forward to discuss, and especially National Association to take care of these points that we stated in Colombo Accord, to face the challenges that they can see in the future when pulse industry faces.